Omomila. I'm an area sales manager with Oriflame Nigeria. Thanks for taking out time to join me in today's webinar. I'll be sharing with you in the next few minutes on how to work with a core team. I believe you're in this business because you want to grow. I believe you're in this business because you've seen what is in it and you are ready to go all the way with the Oriflame Success Plan to grow in this business. And that's why working with a core team is very, very important. Now, Oriflame is a business that requires you to work with a core team. If you decide to work with one person at a time, you will be exhausted. So it's important that you work with a core team so that you don't get exhausted. Now, what are the advantages of a core team? The advantages of a core team, one of it is that it creates synergy. When you work with a core team, you combine the efforts of everybody. For instance, Mr. A is doing something, Mr. B is doing something else, Mr. C is doing something else. By the time you combine, everyone's efforts, you realize that you sure have a better result compared to when it's just one person working at a time. So you see, synergy comes with working with a team. Also, the core team complements each other. Complement in the sense that I'm doing something very well, another person has their own best part, someone else is doing something very well. By the time you combine the efforts of everyone's best part, you realize that you get excellent results. A core team, duplication is very, very, very easy. You're able to duplicate yourselves when you work with a core team. You're able to duplicate yourselves when you work with a core team. Also, when you work with a core team, you realize that when you have OMs, for instance, you have multiple testimonies during your OMs. You have multiple testimonies. She's sharing her testimony, another person is sharing her testimony. By the time your hearers, your prospects hear them out, they are motivated. They want to join your team. So you see, it's important that you work with a core team. Lastly, I have here, when you work with a core team, there is growth. You're in this business because you want to grow. That's why you're in this business. You want to grow. You want to fulfill your dreams with Oriflame. So when you work as a core team, growth is inevitable. Now, who are those that should be in your core team? Who are members of your core team? Who should be in your core team? Who should you select in your core team? They should be consultants 0 to 9%. Consultants 0 to 9%. It's amazing to know that core team members are not necessarily basically those who have gone so far in the business. They are not those who are already, who are title holders like directors, co-directors and all. But they are 0 to 9% as in your personal group. Now we'll throw more light on that. Number one, how many of them should you have? How many of those people, 0 to 9%, should you select? There should be about 5 to 6 of them. You should have 5 to 6 of 0 to 9% as in your personal group to work as a core team with you. Now, the question is, what if I don't have up to 5 to 6 people? Start from where you have. You have 2, 3 people, start. As time goes on, when there's duplication, you realize that you get more people to join you in your core team. Now, we also look at another very important aspect, which is inviting them. Once you have selected your 5 to 6 people, and like I said, if you don't have up to that, you could start with your 2, 3 members. Invite them for a meeting. Break down the rules, break down the responsibilities, let them know what they need to know, train them. We'll look at the different aspects of trainings the different things that they should know afterwards. Let them get trained, let them know the things that is expected of them. You could ask me that, okay, so what are the characteristics? What are the things I need to look at in selecting my core team members? Number one thing you should look at in selecting your core team members is interest. Interest is very, very important. Interest in the business, interest in the Oriflame opportunity. Interest in the success plan, interest to grow. It's very, very important in selecting your core team members. Number two that you look at is passion. You look at passion. Yes, you look at passion. It's important that they are passionate about the opportunity. It's important that they are passionate about growth, because you can't afford to select people who are not passionate about the business, who are not passionate about the success plan, they're not passionate about the opportunity. They just want to work out as part of your core team members. Then also number three, you look at commitment. You look at commitment. How committed are they? Sometimes you have tasks in your team, you give out assignments. How committed are they to those assignments? It's very important that you look at commitment in choosing your core team members. And very importantly, positive spirit. You know, there are people who just don't have that positive spirit. When you say no, when you say yes, they are saying no. When you say yes, they are saying no. To them, they feel that they see no reason why this is possible. You know, they give you 1,001 reasons why this cannot be done. They give you 1,001 reasons why this is not possible. Such people cannot be in your core team. Positive spirit is very, very important in choosing core team members. Also, you look at ability to work with a team. Team players. You need team players as core team members. Not everyone has the ability to work with a team. There are people who would just prefer to work alone. There are people who would find it difficult to drop their own ideas and work with, you know, the goals of the team, because every team needs to have a goal. And for you to be able to work with the goals of that team, you should be ready to drop your own ideas and work with that singular ideas that will move the team forward. So team players are very, very important in selecting your team members. Also, lastly, I have here perseverance, steady growth, consistency. Not people who today they are up, tomorrow they are down, next tomorrow they say, oh, I'm discouraged, another day they are in. No, they have to be consistent. And you need to see that they are ready to persevere, they are ready to stand the test of time in this business. Such people are those who should be in your team. You know, there are people that should never be in your team. There are people that should never be in your team. People that should never be in your team are one, your friends and family members. You don't choose your friends and family members just because, oh, she's your sister, she's in your team, she's not passionate about the business, but you just, out of sentiments, you just feel, oh, I can't select a team without my sister. No, you don't pick people because they are your relations or they're your friends. They need to show interest. Also, wannabes. Wannabes are people who always have plans. Oh, it's the month of July. I have a plan. I want to go this. I want to grow to this level. I want to grow to this. I want to grow certain BPs this month. I want to have certain recruits this month. But when it's time for actions, they are found wanting. You don't add such people to your core team. They are not needed in your core team. Also, you have emotional blackmailers. Emotional blackmailers are those who will tell you things like, if you don't select me, I'm not going to place my personal orders. You don't select such people as part of your core team members. Emotional blackmailers should not be in your core team. And then you have people who you are so interested in. You just want this person to be in your core team because you've seen those characteristics in this person. You've seen the attributes I just mentioned. But then she's not ready. She's not showing any form of relevancy. She keeps telling you, oh, I don't want to do it. You don't force them. You don't force such people to join your core team. So, like I told you, your core team members are 0 to 9%ers in your team. Now, what are the things that they need to know? You need to train your core team members. You can see that's like you. That's your core team member. She's coming in. She's a 0 to 9%er. You know, you can see the level of growth from one stage to another. Train them to be confident. At one time, she's crawling. Another time, she's trying to walk alone. And before you know it, she's running. She's all by herself, doing the things that she should do. Initially you train them, you are part of everything they do. You can tell the person, okay, we are having OM, you take you take the initial parts, like you introduce the team, and tomorrow you tell her, okay, take a step further. Next tomorrow or other times you have a meeting, you realize that she's going all the way. She can by herself, present the whole Oriflame opportunity to your prospect. So you can see that it's a gradual level. It's a gradual level of training, and it has to be consistent. But the most important thing is for you to be able to train your core team members, you have to be trained. As a core team leader, you have to be trained. You cannot possibly teach what you don't know. So you have to be trained, you have to be well trained for you to be able to train your core team members. Now, what are the things that your core team members need to know? One, they should be able to invite prospects. Your core team members should be able to invite prospects to your meetings. Very, very important. They should be able to invite at least 3 people. Talk to at least 2 to 3 people every day and invite them to your prospect. To your meetings. In every meeting you have, your core team members should be able to invite at least 1 person to that meeting. This is very, very key. And also, they should not be excuse givers. They should be able to attend those meetings, attend your whole events. Sometimes in your team, you plan meetings, you plan events. Core team members are those who are regular in these meetings. They are never found wanting, and they don't just come alone. They come with at least 1 person. And also, they should be able to use the flip chart. It's very, very important for core team members to be able to use the Oriflame flip chart to do the presentations. I have an example of a flip chart here. They should be able to, run the flip chart all by themselves, running whole hands. Also, your core team members should be able to do getting started trainings. After the prospect have indicated interest and they joined your team, it's important that they learn to get started in the Oriflame business. And your core team members should be able to do these trainings for the prospect. Also, the core team members should be able to do the step 1 and step 2 trainings. Step 1 training is how to make money. Step 2 training is how to build your business. Everyone is in this business. Basically, everyone is in this business to make money. Basically, everyone is in this business to build a successful business. So step 1, step 2 trainings covers this aspect. So your core team members should be able to do that. And also, they should be able to work with the teams that they are forming. Because as time goes on, these core team members, as they grow, I talked about duplication. Working with core teams go a long way in helping you to duplicate. By the time they are growing and they become managers, you help your new managers to form their own core team. So you train them to be able to form their own core team. You assist them in selecting their core team members. And not only that, they should be able to work with these core team members. And that comes by duplication. So sometimes when you work with your core team, bear in mind that you are duplicating yourself. They have to be able to do the things that they see you do, so that when they form their own core teams, once they reach manager levels, they form their own core teams. Remember I told you, your core team members are your 0 to 9% consultants in your personal group. Once they reach their manager level, you help them form their core teams. And also, during the training sections, during your training stages, you help them grow so that they will be able to work with their own core team the same way you worked with your core teams. That's duplication. Now, there are 5 rules of the core team. 5 rules of a core team. One of it is that every core team member should be able to speak to at least 3 people every day. She's in your core team, he's in your core team. He should be able to speak to at least 3 people every day. She should be able to speak to at least 3 people every day. Also, another rule of a core team member is he or she should be able to bring people to meetings, bring prospects to meetings. And I told you earlier, the core team member should be able to bring at least 1 prospect to your Oriflame opportunity meetings, and that's your OM. Also, you have other events in the team where you assign responsibilities to them as per the number of prospects you bring. They should be able to bring prospects. Also, your core team, another role of the core team is accept. They should be able to accept responsibilities. The core team member should be able to accept responsibilities. You shouldn't be too busy. You should be able to accept responsibilities. Also, the core team members should be able to participate. Participate in the sense that they should be able to participate in your meetings, participate in your OM opportunities. They should be able to participate in everything that you are doing as a team. Also, the core team members should be ready to grow. The core team members should be open to growth. The core team members should be open to the strategies of growth. The core team members should be ready to accept every responsibility that comes with growth. This is very, very important. So, what are the 5 rules of a core team? 1, speak. 2, bring. 3, accept. You accept responsibilities. 4, participate. Participate in activities of the team. You participate in moments. Participate in every responsibilities that are being carried out in the team as a team. Also, grow. The core team member should grow. Growth is inevitable. You can't afford not to grow in this business. You can't afford to remain on the same level. And that's why we are bringing to you today this topic, how to work with a core team. Like I told you earlier, working alone or working with one person at a time will exhaust you. You won't go far. The result can never be as when you combine the efforts of everyone. Put in one, you realize that it's far, far bigger than when it's just one person working. So we have looked at that, and there's one last thing I would also want us to look at. When you're choosing your core team members should be what? People that have interests. I said that before. They should be interested in you, interested in the opportunity, interested in the things that you do as a team. Your core team members should be passionate. Passion is very, very important in choosing your core team. So you don't just randomly pick your 0 to 9%ers. You pick people who are interested. You pick people who are passionate. You pick people who can persevere. You pick people, perseverance in the sense of steadfastness, steady growth, doing one thing at a time, taking it one step at a time, and there are no times they are discouraged and probably looking back and having to start all over. People who are perseverance, people who are ready to stand the test of time in their Oriflame journey. And of course, people who are committed to the task, people who are committed to assignments of the team. Then, team players. I told you, not everyone can work with a team. So it's important that you go for team players when choosing your core team members. So I just like to break down the things that we looked at today. I've shared with you how to form a core team, and I told you it's 0 to 9%ers in your personal group. And so it's important that you form a team with persons that will do the same thing as you do, because core team is it's partly about duplication. It's about growth. They do the same thing as you do, and of course you need to lead by example. As a core team leader, like I told you, you have to be trained. You have to be trained yourself to be able to train others. Also, a good leader is not measured by the amount of followers he has. A good leader is measured by the numbers of leaders that he has developed. Be a sponsor. Be a motivating leader. Be someone that others would want to work with. Don't be a leader that when you say, okay, join me in my team, I want to work with you as a core team member, and everyone is running away. Be motivating, be interesting, be exciting. And lastly, you can only achieve what you want to achieve if your team members can achieve this. So you have to strive to help your team members achieve their dreams. Oriflame is all about dreams. We believe in you. We believe in your dreams. And we believe that everyone can fulfill their dreams with Oriflame as much as they want to. So help your team members fulfill their dreams, help them reach their goals. And don't forget, as they are reaching their goals, fulfilling their dreams, you are definitely fulfilling yours. Thank you so much. See you some other times. Stay at the top.